Today we are going to talk about three-phase systems in soil. What we mean by three-phase systems? In nature, we know there are solid is there, liquid is there, and gas is there. If I take a soil mass, in the soil mass, I will find some solid particles. The solid particles are having gaps between them. So if I take a mineral skeleton like this, then here I can see that I have a total soil mass of volume, suppose total V. So in this volume V, I can see that there are solid particles are there. Then we have seen that in soil, some amount of moisture is there. So when moisture is there is some water is present. But not always the water is completely filling the voids. So here in the diagrams we can see that there are some water present in the soil. Then we see that when we want to do farming at that time, if the soil is having some amount of water and a very good amount of proportion of oxygen available, then the crops grow properly. So in the soil there will be some gaps or some voids which will be filled with air. So I can say that as a three-phase system of soil, the soil can be having solid, then water and air. So the water and air are filling the void part of the soil, and the solid fills the maximum part of the volume. Suppose what happens if I take this kind of soil and if I go on adding water to it, then what will happen? We know that if a blank or empty pot is there, if we go on adding water, the air will come up and the water will fill the part. So this will become this. So in this condition, what happens? In this condition, the soil, the solid particles are there, all the voids are filled with water. If I take this soil and if I oven dry it for 24 hours at 100 degrees centigrade, then the water will go out in form of evaporation. So in that place what will happen? In that place the total void will be filled with air. So if the soil has only water or only air in addition to solid part, then it is called as two-phase system. So here we learned about three-phase systems, and here we learned about two-phase systems. So after this two-phase system, there are some interrelationships or there are some classifications. So if the basing on the volumes, if we try to derive relations, the total volume of soil is occupied by solid plus some amount of liquid and some amount of gas. But when we come to the weight of soil, we know air is not having any weight. So the total weight of air will be in soil will be 0. Then the total weight of water will be capital W, and the total weight of soil will be Ws. So the total weight of soil will be weight of solid particles plus weight of water, and we know weight of air which will be equal to 0. But when we talk about the total volume of soil, it will be volume of solids plus volume of water plus volume of air, because neither the volume of air is 0 nor the volume of water is 0. Together volume of water and volume of air, they constitute the volume of voids, VV. This will be called volume of voids.